Now I'm going to add an extra column here where it says repeat assignment. So I'm trying now to repeat the assignment over here for those who did not pass. So I can go over it again, if condition, and I'm going to say if this P. All right, so what I'll do here, I'll just make sure first, let me just go back again. Now to go back again, what I need to do is closing this and making sure you open the functions again. So I'm going to add if insert function. I will say if this equal pass, and then this case there's no need to repeat, so no value. Make sure you click in somewhere around so you're getting the quotation, or yes if they are not passing. So in this case I'm having the quotation over here. I can click done. So now it tells me name, tells me this is incorrect. Let's find out why this is incorrect. So I'm gonna go back to my formula again. So my formula says if this P2, so this is P2, okay, is pass. So in here, why I did not add the proper value? Because I did not add here a quotation. So in this case now, once I added the quotation, so this is the right formula. So now it gives me no. I can select this and drag it all the way down. And it clearly shows here that 2 students require a repetition of assignments. Now after we're done with this, let me just close this at the moment. I'm trying now to add a simple graph to all of those, or a simple pie chart or a bar chart. To be able to do this, make sure you're selecting properly the number of the cells that you're trying to apply the chart on it. So for myself, I'm going to use student name, and then I will use from homework 1 until the total marks. To do this, you need to use your control on your keyboard. So I'm hitting my control on my keyboard, and this is going to be a command for Mac, and I'm selecting the different tabs. Here we go. So again, percentage, I don't need percentage, so I can hit control again and just remove percentage. So now in this case, I've removed percentage. I'm having until total mark. Let's say, for example, I don't need percentage, I don't need the total mark, I need just the percentage. It's fine. So hit your control, remove the total mark, remove or release your finger of the control, hit the control back again and use the percentage. Now as simple as this. If I need to insert a chart, I can go to insert tab over here right in the top, and you will find here a bar chart, or you can find a pie chart or different types of charts. Please do not go to recommended charts, use your own. So I'm gonna go here to column chart, for example, or bar chart. So in this case, I can go to any of those. So let's say, for example, I'm using the 2D part chart, or I'm using a 3D, whatever it is. So I can see it here right at the bottom. Let me just get rid of this at the moment by undo. And I'm going to insert a chart which will make it easier for me to read. So I'm going to use this chart over here. Just gonna enlarge a little bit my chart so I can see each of those parts of the chart. Great. So going to the chart itself here and actually trying to push the line a little bit up so it's visible, so I can see all the names and what marks they're getting. Now to change the title of your chart, as simple as this. So I'm gonna go here, double click on the title, and I'll add here a student marks. Great. So I'm having here student marks simply, and actually I can go to home as well, getting to be bold and enlarging a little bit the font. Now to work in the setting or the attributes of each of those charts, simply I need to double click on the corner. And then you're gonna find here add chart elements. So I can go right in top here, axis. So in this case, I'm having a primary, horizontal, and vertical axis, which is those two. So I'm gonna keep it on, but I can add a title here as well. So I can put here, for example, right at the bottom here, student name. Here we go. Just gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see it. And actually I can go to home and change this to bold if I wish to. So simply I will select student name, hit bold, now it's bold. I can go back again to the chart, double click on the corner of the chart. In this case, I can go to the axis title, which is the vertical, and I can add here student or student mark. Simply select away, click on it again, home, just to change it to bold if you wish to. Now we can actually change this or add more into this. Let's say, for example, I'm trying to get a chart title. I'm already having one. Data table, very important. Now I'll keep this all the time, which is call out. What is call out? Now it tells me each of those marks, what the student's getting. But look how busy that is. So again, instead of getting the call out, I can actually get, instead of that label, I can go to at the ends of each. So in this case, at the end of each as well is too busy. So probably if this is busy for us to read, again, sometimes you're gonna find again each of the steps telling you do not use or do use them. So if I don't need to use them, I'm gonna click none. So they're all removed. But there is something more useful here is getting the legend at the bottom. So I can put with legend at the bottom here. So you can find now each of those homework and each of those names and what marks they're getting for each student. So that's simply how to add a graph and how to calculate each of the students' marks. Now I can use the same, but I can insert, in this case, a pie chart, and I will insert the pie chart right in the second sheet. So how am I going to do this? Simply, I can do it in two ways, either highlight, select the second sheet here and adding all of them into it, or copying and paste. So I'm just going to copy and paste. So I will do the same. I'm going now to student name. I'm sorry if this is too small for you to read. Percentage. Now I'm gonna go here to insert pie chart, simple pie chart. I can enlarge this a little bit so we can see it. Zoom in a bit so we can see it. So instead of homework 1, I'm gonna keep this as student marks. Okay, now I can give this another figures of bold again, enlarging a little bit text. Now selecting everything, in this case, gives me 9 points, so I can enlarge a little bit right at the bottom, and making sure, again, changing this as the desired font. Now pie chart will work exactly as the bar chart. You can change the elements over here, but not many elements are given. So in here, I'm giving, for example, a call out data. So now that could be easier for us to read through my pie chart. So I need to copy this in another sheet. So simply what I can do, I can select outside, select back again to my chart, copy my chart, Control C, or right click and copy. Go in the second sheet here and just paste it, or Control V. So I can go over here, paste, and I'm having my second chart being added to my second sheet. So I can go between them anytime I wish to. Great. So we're gonna move on to the conditional formatting, and I will see you in the next video.